set to kick off.
Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now gone. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down around the 34.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Line 20. Hey, kill. Turbo.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious.
He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 26. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Purdy on 1st down. Has it down close. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers start off well, tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw from Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. They go play action with Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And he doesn't get close to breaking even on this play, Brock. Out of bounds, well behind the line. 2nd and long coming up.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks, but it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
We go tonight.
Third and long for him here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. Play action now. Purdy. The right side is caught by Jennings. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
14 more yards. That's another 49er first down.
Purdy throwing here on first. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing here. Brought in inside the 20. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
That's a cut at the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. But he got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Goff on 1st and 10. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They're going to throw again. Goff gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
49ers into the dime defensively. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. It's 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
We go. 76. 70. 180.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a 1st, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
21.
They stick with McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Buying some time right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Still going through the 25. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And the Lions, 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Goff setting to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
180. We go. 76.
Goff now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. I need yellow.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He beams one, deep right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
We go. 180.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
180.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And it's going to be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
First down, Purdy to throw. Chased out to his right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Yellow.
Looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Rob's by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Yellow. Yellow.
From the gun is Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Get set. Get set.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll make his way through for a pick of a 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Right at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw third and long. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Yellow.
Purdy throwing here on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Yellow. Outside.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yellow. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow. We go, boys. Yellow. Out.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
49ers 24. Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Back
second.
to throw. Here's Purdy. Headed out right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Blitz coming for Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
He'll throw it. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap here to go. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Bates' kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Yellow. Yellow.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that gives the 49ers the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yellow. Watch out!
Purdy on 1st down. Flush down out to his left. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
He can run it. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Buys time, rolling right. This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Do not.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal.
Outside. Yellow. 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 Stop.
Purdy to throw it. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's 49ers football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now trail by just a point in the fourth. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers bring it back to even.
Set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. 5, 180.
Goff to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it sets up second down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Goff trying again on second and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw again here, second and 10. It's Goff. Hits his running back. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on third. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down throw from Goff. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to roll this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
180. Hey, kill. What's up?
They're going to throw again. Goff. Put the body on the line for his team. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. But I just showed you I can do yours.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They send him over right. From the gun, Goff. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
180. What's up?
From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 31. Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And off the play fake. Here's Goff. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Escapes the pocket. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
Looking to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Get set. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy throwing here on first. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's still going at the 30. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards. It picks up the first.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Pass complete to Campbell. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on it. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Get set.
Here he is to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A minute 20 left to go. This is 2nd and 10.
Outside. Yellow. 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 Stop.
Here he is to throw. Connecting on the slant. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Watch out. Stop.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now.
Outside. Yellow. Watch out. Up.
Setting up to pass. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust?
Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
46, Lions 45. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, it's gone. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
1st down.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
They'll try for 2. Goff gets his line set.
The Lions will set up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. Escapes out to the left. And they got there in time. He's taken down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 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 Up.
Purdy looking to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.